Okay. So what happened on the 19th of June 1798 at this particular spot was based in Clonakilty, about 2.5 miles towards south, were the Westmeath militia based in the local military barracks. And during that time, many of the British regiments had been infiltrated by the United Irishmen, and that was the case also in Clonakilty. Now, the leaders of the Westmeath militia were obviously very worried about talks of rebellion within the ranks of the military. So many of the commanders of the militias here in Ireland back in 1798, they were worried about possible rebellion within the ranks of the militia, you know, that they would turn on their own. So that was the same case here in Clonakilty with the Westmeath militia, who were based in the town. So as they passed this particular spot, the United Irishmen came out and attacked with their pikes. Now the United Irishmen had the upper hand at the time, but unfortunately no one knew this at the time, as fate would have it. Luck was not on the side of the Irish, and the regiment that was replacing the Westmeath in Clonakilty were actually coming out from Bandon at the same time, and they were just literally about a mile away from here when the fighting started. And they heard the gunfire at a place called Ballinascarty, which, by the way, is the ancestral homestead of the Ford family, Henry Ford, of the car manufacturer fame. They heard the gunfire here, or they heard the gunfire at Ballinascarty, about a mile away from here, when the fighting started. For a while the Irish were winning, but then the superior forces came from the Ballinascarty side, and the United Irishman forces were surrounded by them and by the Westmeath militia, who remained loyal to the English crown on the morning. So what happened, unfortunately, the Irish lost the day here. There was some terrible cruelty. From this part, from this crossroads, many of the men were dragged behind horses into Clonakilty town, including their leader, Tyganasna O'Donovan, whose statue is in the town square in the centre of town. They were hung, drawn and quartered then as well, but their mutilated bodies were left at the market house, which I'll show you in a minute. And after about a week or 10 days, when the smell and the stench became too much, they removed the bodies, or the mutilated parts of the bodies, and threw them into the slob and into the Clonakilty Bay. And what happened is that some of the relatives came in secret to retrieve the body parts, and they buried them as best they could to give them Christian burials. So that's basically what happened here on the 19th of June 1798. It is said that it was the only rising in the province of Munster in 1798. There were other skirmishes. There was a lot of cruelty inflicted by the Crown forces, hangings, floggings, executions, etc. But as far as we're aware, this was the only engagement here in 1798 in the province of Munster.
Fálam sa fáilte a thuirtead go tucht chuilte áit mo bhaintear hain agus chuil mé grafú sios ag oscail dofiúil dealamh Mícheál Cuileáin. Bhí muid go léir anmh ródú las oscailt an dealamh. Tháinig líam níos san sios as Ballymena le ag an rud oscailt. Agus bhí muid anmh fribléideach bheith anseo ach. Ja, well, is lá mór bhí an nuair osclaíoch an dealamh mór. Bhí lán daoine feartáach an. Bhí Liam Neeson agus Pádraig Ó Murchú freisin bhí sé sios agus bhí muid anmh fribléideach gur páirc sios. Don clown galéir is rud lá anastarúla bhí ann. Bhí muid anna priviléideach gur rá lá cosúla seo, agus bhí an clown galéir agus na Gaeilge galéir, agus freisin bhí Pádraig Ó Murchú as Belfast de fearr atá simmórige sa stair agus sa litríocht, agus just tá simmórige sa béile is freisin. Inniu an fé tríolán ó fé Carolás dóm agus tá béal na blá. Tá muid dul níos dearnaíon go béal na blá. Sin an áite fuair an Colánach bás ar dheisté gur bh anam dílis. Agus inniu ag nómad ciúnas le haig, nómad nó gáilnómad, just chun Pádraig rá ar son Mícheál Cuileáin agus ar son na daoine go léir ar fuair bás ar gach taobh sa tír seo. Agus na chunam déag siocáin sa tír againn. Go bhfuilm sa Pádraig beag go rá le mo bhaintear go léir, just chun go mbeadh síocháin le mai.
Oh yes.
I went out and onto Skibbereen and
But is that part of the festival?
that's it, yeah, look at it there. I just got it with this man below this morning. You see it there on the end.
House of Madness. Come on.
Oh, maybe you're at the wrong
Today's Sunday. People run from Clonakilty to Skibbereen. Oh yeah, that was at 11 o'clock. Did you find him at all?
And as I say, it goes DHI 109, the number plate on this Beetle car.
Oh yeah. Returning to the family fun day at the J grounds at 2. Yeah. Well, Winterbell Thursday, we're now in the birthplace of Michael Collins. Right.
Well, at least I've had my tribute to Michael Collins.
Do you have to keep the red pressed all the time?
No,
Oh,
just press it.
I must have missed it so because. Oh yeah, it is recorded. Right.
Well, Michael, that's my tribute to you. And long may your memory be green. Thank you. So there.